From the PEP Radio Newsroom, these are the stories we are following at this hour. Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney's Liberal Party has won the federal election, capping a stunning turnaround in fortunes fueled by U.S. President Donald Trump's annexation threats and trade war. Carney's rival, populist Conservative Party leader Pierre Poilievre, was voted out of his seat in Parliament, the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation projected Tuesday. The loss of his seat representing his Ottawa district in Monday's election capped a swift decline in fortunes for the firebrand Poilievre, who a few months ago appeared to be a shoo-in to become Canada's next prime minister and shepherd the Conservatives back into power for the first time in a decade. But then Trump launched a trade war with Canada and suggested that the country should become the 51st state, outraging voters and upending the election. Poilievre, a career politician, campaigned with Trump-like bravado, taking a page from the America First president by adopting the slogan Canada First, but his similarities to Trump may have ultimately cost him and his party. The Liberals were projected to win more of Parliament's 343 seats than the Conservatives. It wasn't immediately clear if they would win an outright majority, at least 172, or would need to rely on a smaller party to pass legislation and remain in power. Elections Canada said it has decided to pause counting of special ballots cast by voters who are away from their districts during the election until later Tuesday morning. The Liberals were leading or elected in 168 seats when the counting was paused, 4 short of a majority. Elections Canada estimated that the uncounted ballots could affect the result in about a dozen districts. The decision means Canadians won't know until later today whether Carney's Liberals have won a minority or majority mandate. In a victory speech, Carney stressed the importance of unity in the face of Washington's threats. He also said the mutually beneficial system Canada and the United States had shared since World War II had ended. Meanwhile, in Los Angeles, tens of thousands of county workers have gone on strike. More than 50,000 Los Angeles County workers began a 2-day strike Monday evening, closing libraries and disrupting administrative operations across the nation's most populous county. The 2-day strike was initiated in response to failed negotiations with the county for a new contract after the last one expired in March, according to Service Employees International Union Local 721 leaders. The union represents more than 55,000 workers, including public health professionals, social workers, parks and recreation staff, custodians, clerical workers, and more, serving a county of 10 million residents. It will be the first time all its members go on strike, the union said. This is the workforce that got LA County through emergency after emergency. The January wildfires, public health emergencies, mental health emergencies, social service emergencies, and more, said union leader David Green in a statement. That's why we have had it with labor law violations and demand respect for our workers. The strike is set to last until 7 p.m. Wednesday. During this time, libraries, some healthcare clinics, beach bathrooms, and public service counters at the Hall of Administration are expected to be closed. Some other services in the medical examiner's office and public works department may also be affected, according to the county. The union has accused the county of 44 labor law violations during contract negotiations, including surveillance and retaliation against workers engaging in union activity and contracting out positions represented by the union. And finally, this news from the University of Pennsylvania. The Trump administration said Monday that the University of Pennsylvania violated laws guaranteeing women equal opportunities in athletics by letting a transgender swimmer compete on the school's women's team and into team facilities. The administration statement does not name Leah Thomas, the transgender swimmer who last competed for the Ivy League school in Philadelphia in 2022 and was the first openly transgender athlete to win a Division I title later that year, an award Thomas now faces losing. But the investigation opened in February by the U.S. Education Department's Office for Civil rights focused on Thomas, who was a leading symbol of transgender athletes and a prominent political target of Republicans and President Donald Trump. The department said Penn violated a law barring sex discrimination in schools and colleges called Title IX by denying women equal opportunities by permitting males to compete in women's intercollegiate athletics and to occupy women-only intimate facilities. Penn had no immediate comment Monday, but they did say and have said in the past that it always followed NCAA and Ivy League policies regarding student participation on athletic teams, both when Thomas swam and currently. The department said Penn has 10 days to voluntarily resolve the violations or risk prosecution. That's the news at this hour. Download the Live 365 app to take PEP Radio with you wherever you go. And now it's time for more music here on PEP Radio.